I gotta be real with you for a second. There's a feeling I know really, really well. It's that feeling when you sit down to create content and you're filled with a sense of purpose, a fire to make an impact. But then, nothing. You stare at the blank page, and all that passion starts to feel like a distant memory. You've heard all the advice, right? Just write more. Be more creative. Post consistently. And guess what? You tried. You put in the hours. You use the templates. You even tried a few AI tools hoping for a shortcut. But what's happened? You end up with this patchwork of tools and strategies that don't really work together. The content feels draining, and it's not really making the impact you want. You're stuck in what feels like a cycle of content chaos. And let's be honest, it's not even about the writing, it's about you trying to be consistent. You have those amazing weeks when you're on fire, you're posting, you're getting engagement, you're feeling that momentum. But then client work gets busy, life happens, and suddenly you look up and it's been 2 weeks since you posted. It feels like you're starting from scratch every single time. That pressure, that inconsistency, that cycle, it's exhausting. It leads to mental fatigue, to creative blocks. If this sounds familiar, if you've ever felt this way, please hear me when I say this. You're not the problem. That's the big thing here. The critical point. We take on this internal blame, telling ourselves, I just need to try harder. We think we're not creative enough or we're just too slow. We believe we are the bottleneck. But that's a lie. The real problem is not you. It's a broken, outdated system of content creation that has been failing people like us for years. And I'm crowning this phenomenon the content bottleneck syndrome because that's what it is, a fundamentally broken workflow. And it's the reason you feel overwhelmed, frustrated, and totally stuck. You're trying to solve a system level problem with personal level solutions. It's trying to fix a broken car engine by just pushing harder on the gas. It's not going to work. Trying harder, if it hasn't gotten you somewhere by now, what are the odds of it getting you somewhere in the future? Not great, my friend. Not great. And I know what that feels like because I have just very recently been there myself. The feeling that I'm just duct taping my content together is real, and I experienced it not too long ago. The belief that to scale your business, you have to scale your effort. Boop, 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 boop. More content boop, 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 means more time. Click, 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 click. More stress and less of that authentic connection that you value so much. But what if there was another way? A way that doesn't force you to choose between your creative vision and burnout? What if you could build a purpose driven digital brand that empowers others without burning yourself out? It's time for a new approach. The myth we've all bought into is that a great content strategy is about the what tools to use, what trends to follow. But the truth is, a great strategy is all about the how. It's about having a system that actually supports your authentic voice and values instead of suffocating them. A hybrid approach that lets you reclaim your time while producing content that actually sounds like you. It's about leaving behind that patchwork of guesswork and finding a structured approach that blends your AI's efficiency with your unique creativity. A done with you system that provides clarity and strategic support so you're not left to figure it out all on your own. You get to focus on the real magic, storytelling, emotional resonance, and aligning your content with your core mission. And imagine this, you have a consistent content flow without the constant burnout. You're reclaiming your time and energy to focus on what you love. You're repurposing your strongest ideas into multiple formats. So you're publishing more content with less effort. See, it's not about being techy or figuring out complicated tools. It's about a workflow that flexes to support your voice, your offer, and your audience. So you don't have to just keep trying harder. It's time to build a system that supports your purpose driven growth. If you are a solopreneur who wants to reclaim your time and create consistent, high quality content that makes a real impact, then this new approach is for you. And if you're curious to learn more about this new approach, the link to book a call is in the description. And thanks for listening. Woo!